Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey there.
I'm Kate.
I'm Bradley.
And this is the History Buffoons.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. How are you doing?
I am doing well. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Today we are recording on day 7. Nope. Game 7. Game 7 of the World Series.
We are, yes. So.
And I'm going to go right into it because we have a long story today, and it is about a World Series.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. I like baseball.
So, for those of you who don't know, we are Brewers fans, Milwaukee Brewers fans, and we got shut out by the Dodgers.
Boo
and
to that.
It's okay. They're a great team.
Obviously.
Yeah, they have some great players. But we do want the Blue Jays to win, only because the Dodgers won last year. Let's give Toronto a chance.
And Toronto hasn't won in 32 years,
Right.
World Series championship. So.
Yeah, but that's the only reason why I'm voting for them. But Dodgers are a great team.
Bonnie, do you want to get out?
Oh, hi, Bonnie.
Bye, Bonnie.
They always sneak in, don't they?
They sure do.
Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a longer one, but we're going to play a game at the beginning and a game at the end.
Oh, geez. All right, so real quick, we're going to have
we
beverage.
Have beer.
We're starting off with a cider. It's Mackenzie's Black Cherry flavored hard cider. It's very delicious. We've actually tried some.
Yeah,
so.
I've had this, and we wanted to rave about it on the podcast because it's delicious.
We don't go out of our way for ciders a lot.
No.
But,
and I don't drink them hardly at all.
Right, but once in a great while, and this one's delicious. It's quite a bit different from the basil mint, so.
Oh, I love the basil mint, though. But yeah, the Mackenzie's Hard Cider Black Cherry.
Cheers.
It's called an American tradition.
Yeah.
Where is this? From Utica, New York.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Okay. They also had a blueberry one, but we were like,
blackberry. We don't like blueberry. I don't like blueberry. But
it's so good.
It is. So, anyways, all right, let's get into it.
Okay. So, you remember Mad Libs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Oh, Jesus. Now I got to remember my pronouns and adjectives.
That's correct.
Oh, boy. I haven't been in school in a long time.
Okay, so the first one, I need an adjective.
Funny.
Number 2, I need a famous athlete.
Herschel Walker.
Who's that?
Football player. He's a really good running back.
Running back, what does he play currently? Or is he an older?
He's older. He's been out of the league for quite some time.
Okay. What did he play? Or what team?
Oh, boy. Was he on Dallas? Is that right? No, I'm second guessing myself. I'm drawing a blank.
Sure. Past tense verb.
Shat.
You're already then. Plural noun.
Lemons. Wait, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A silly nickname.
Squiggly face.
An ing verb.
Bending.
Adjective.
Courageous.
Amount of money.
Oh, not like amount of money. It's amount of money. It's not like Mount Money.
Amount of money.
$362.72.
$362 and what?
72 cents.
72 cents. Okay. Illegal activity.
Drug dealing.
Exclamation.
Wow.
Wow. A drink.
Mackenzie's Black Cherry Hard Cider. That's fitting.
Black Cherry Hard Cider.
Yes.
A weapon.
Battle axe.
A made-up statistic.
Oh, a made-up statistic. Mm-hmm. Shit. Putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, that one's a trickier one.
That one's very tricky. So, I don't know. Fuck. I'm stalling here. I'm trying to think. How many pounds per inch can you run? I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know what that would be. Made up statistic. Because everything's a statistic these days.
Yeah, I'll try to finagle that one.
Okay.
Okay. Silly nickname.
Slob face.
With a P or B?
Slob.
And a judgy phrase.
Judgy phrase. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I don't really judge people, so this one's hard for me. What does that mean? Is it more like a condescending thing towards somebody?
You could be, yeah.
A judgy phrase.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh, then you do it.
It could be, you should stop doing that. People like you better.
Yes, I like that. That may have been something I've said in this lifetime. It was all in jest, but this works for this.
So as far as pounds per inch, say a number.
12.
Okay, I think that'll work. Okay.
I have no idea what that means either. I just came up with something.
Okay, so that will be at the very end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the Black Sox gambling scandal.
Oh, wasn't that in 1906?
Higher.
11?
Higher.
15.
A little bit higher.
17.
19.
Damn. Okay.
1919.
I thought it was that's right. I knew that with Shoeless Joe Jackson. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so the Chicago White Sox of 1919 were a powerhouse.
The Black Sox?
They're the White Sox.
I know.
So they had recently won the 1917 World Series and had stars basically at every position.
Yeah.
So this is where you can open up the picture that I gave you. It's just a reference for all the people that we're going to be talking about today.
And where is that? Oh, Untitled. Which one is it?
So it's under Untitled folder.
And then it just, there it is now. That was weird. I like how the name of it's called Igor Dyatlov. Why is it called that? Anywho. Okay.
Okay, so basically, I'll put up a picture here, but it's basically just a ball field with all the names and their positions.
Did they not have a catcher? Oh.
So these are just the players that I'm going to be talking about.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so in left field was Shoeless Joe Jackson, a South Carolina batting prodigy. He was illiterate, but he could pretty much hit anything thrown at him. His career batting average was a .356.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you say averages, you can just say 356.
Okay.
You don't have to put the point in there because it is obviously of one technically. Okay. But yeah, it's just he had a 365 bat. 365?
Yeah.
Okay.
356. Sorry. I don't know.
I think I switched it. I was a little dyslexic there.
So at third was Buck Weaver.
Okay.
The infield featured Chick Gandil at first and Swede Risberg at short.
Okay.
And on the mound, they had Eddie Cicotte. I should have looked that up. Cicotte. Yeah. He was nicknamed Knuckles. Yeah. And then we had Claude Lefty Williams. He was the other pitcher that we're going to talk about.
Right-hander?
He must have been. If they
called him Lefty?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you there. Jeez. Okay.
And then they had Oscar Happy Felsch, in center.
Felsch, yeah.
And then by all accounts, the team was pretty dominant. But there was a cautionary tale amongst them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charles Comiskey.
That's what the ballpark was named after.
Really?
Yeah, Comiskey.
Apparently he was a dick.
Well, he's from Chicago.
Comiskey was the White Sox owner, and he was known as the Old Roman, and he was a legendary cheapskate.
Oh, okay.
He had been a star player in the 1880s himself, but as a player, he was quite stingy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ask me what base he played. What position he played.
What position did he play?
Because I looked it up because I thought you would ask me. First base. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the players' salaries at this time was low even for the times.
Sure.
Yeah. So the Sox might have been the highest paying team in 1919 on paper, but many felt Comiskey was pretty miserly and paid his talented men no more than the worst players.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Everyone got paid the same for the most part.
Pretty much, yeah. No perks. He gave the team a bonus for winning the 1917 pennant, which turned out to be nothing more than flat champagne.
How did he make it flat?
He probably shook it up like an asshole. I don't know.
Like an asshole.
He even promised pitcher Eddie Cicotte a $10,000 bonus if he won 30 games, and then promptly benched him after his 29th win to ensure he'd never collect.
What a dick.
I told you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a dick fucking move.
Comiskey's penny pension was so bad, rumor has it he refused to pay for laundry. So he made players wash their own uniforms, and they chose not to. So after each game, the White Sox uniforms got filthier and filthier out of protest.
Right.
And it kind of turned the team's white jerseys into black jerseys.
I like their old black jerseys.
Yeah.
They actually have black jerseys. They're always really sharp to me.
So beyond being underpaid, the Sox players were trapped by baseball's strict reserve clause, which bound them to their team with no free agency. So even after your contract ends,
you're stuck there?
You're still stuck there. So I'm not really understanding. There's no union. There's no leverage.
Interesting.
Yeah. And all the players were really frustrated with this.
I would imagine so, because they're literally stuck in this shitty situation.
Yeah.
I never heard of that before.
So
interesting.
By late 1919, with the Sox headed to the World Series, this perfect storm was brewing.
Okay.
Some players saw a golden opportunity to stick it to Comiskey and make a buck on the side.
So that's what it all kind of stemmed from. Gotcha.
So the 8 players that I listed, the ones that you see on this
the picture. Yep.
Were implicated in this plot. They were called the 8-Man Out.
8-Men Out. Yeah, that's a movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then Ray Liotta played Shoeless Joe Jackson in Field of Dreams. So, yeah.
So, Chick Gandil, the first baseman, he was the alleged mastermind.
Oh.
He was 31. He was kind of a rough and tumble first baseman type. Gandil was the ringleader who first conspired with gamblers. Okay. So he was tired of Comiskey's tight fist, and Gandil saw nothing wrong with earning a little bonus on the side. So he pulled some strings.
Oh, dear.
Now, Knuckles, Mr. Eddie Cicotte, I'm so sorry if I butchered that.
I'm not
He
hurt
was
by
the
it.
pitcher. He was 35 and was one of the game's best players, essentially.
Okay.
And he was the presumed game 1 starter.
Sure.
Okay. He also had that personal grudge with the being benched on game number 29 out of 30.
What a dick.
Yeah. So Cicotte agreed to participate if he got $10,000 up front.
Oh.
Yeah. And Gandil knew that getting Eddie on board was pretty crucial.
Sure.
And they needed him to be part of the fix.
Okay. Well, yeah, especially if he's pitching.
Yeah. So then we had Claude Lefty Williams, the other pitcher.
Yeah.
He was 26 left-hander with 23 wins that year. He was a lot more soft-spoken, but still under Gandel's sway.
Sure.
And Lefty went along with this scheme.
Right.
His motivation was pretty much like everybody else, just kind of greed and grievance kind of a thing.
Right. That's funny. I mean, it's funny how the owner basically fucked all these people into doing this. It drove him to do this. Obviously, it still wasn't right what they did.
No.
But it's crazy that because of him just being a stingy owner and fucking that one guy out of 10 grand bonus and whatever, not even washing their fucking clothes. I mean, come on, what the hell?
Yeah. So then we have George Buckweaver, the third baseman. He was actually kind of a clean-ish conspirator.
Okay.
Buck was a fiery, talented third baseman who attended the fixed meetings, but insists that he never agreed to throw the games or accept money. He was just kind of a stand-in almost. He was like a fly on the wall.
That seems weird.
But a known fly on the wall.
That's the thing. It's like, why are you going then if you're not going with them?
Yeah.
That seems odd.
Weaver actually ended up playing really hard in the World Series. He battled a .324 with no errors.
He batted?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said battled.
Of course I did.
Sorry. Laughing makes me cough sometimes.
So he is in this like 8-man out
he's part of the group
fiasco because he didn't report it. He was in the meetings, but he didn't collect money, but he didn't report it. Yeah. He's guilty of being in the wrong room, but not actually cheating, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, I get it.
Okay. Shoeless Joe Jackson, the left fielder.
Well, I think he's the most famous of the bunch.
Yeah, he was the biggest name and a fan favorite.
Yep.
He was illiterate and naive. He was not at the initial meetings.
Okay.
He said that he was never invited, but I already told you that Gandil wanted him to be a part of this.
Right.
Obviously, like he's going to help them throw the game.
Well, yeah, because he's one of the best players, and if he's hidden away, doing his normal thing, he's gonna like, wait a minute, we're supposed to lose, dude.
Right, exactly. So they needed their star essentially.
Yeah.
Jackson later testified that Gandil offered him $10,000 and he refused twice, and that Gandil basically told him the fix is in with or without you.
Oh.
So Joe ended up with $5,000 in dirty money, which he claimed was shoved at him by teammates. Like, here, fucking take it. And he's like, I don't want it. Fine.
Jesus.
In the series, Jackson actually played extremely well. He hit the only home run of the series and batted a .375.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Then we have Oscar Happy Felsch from center field.
Okay.
He was a power hitter. He wasn't obviously happy about his salary either, and he got roped into the fix of the promise of a payday.
Even though his nickname was Happy, he wasn't happy? That's weird.
He was a .300 hitter with a big ego.
Okay.
Later admitting, quote, I got lucky and caught on as a big leaguer, but I wasn't making big league money.
Gotcha.
So in the series, Felsch's plays raised some eyebrows. He missed some catchable balls. People wondered if Happy was deliberately playing sad.
Playing sad. Okay.
Now we've got Fred McMillan.
Okay.
He was a utility infielder. He was kind of like an accidental conspirator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He hardly ever played, but he happened to overhear that a fix was happening. So Fred's reaction was essentially cut me in or I'll rat you out.
Oh.
Yeah.
But because he wasn't getting playing time anyway, so
yeah.
Because he probably was not as good as the other guys. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting.
So the others agreed to include him. And his role in the games was really minimal, and he supposedly was going to get an equal slice of that payoff.
Jeez.
And then we have the shortstop, Charles Swede Reisberg.
Okay.
Swede was a big, strong shortstop. He was known to be a bit of a bully. He was kind of Gandalf's muscle, essentially, in the clubhouse and like during the fix meetings.
Sure.
If any teammate wavered on the fix, Swede would Swede, would persuade them.
Oh, jeez. He'd persuade them?
He'd persuade them. Cute. That's so cute.
I mean, right?
That's so cute. I'm going to write that down.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. So, he hit a measly 83.
Oh, God. So he got like a hit?
Yeah.
Basically?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So with this motley crew of frustrated talent, if I do say so myself, the stage was set. All they needed was some gamblers. Okay. September of 1919, as the White Sox headed towards the pennant, Chick Gandil quietly began shopping for this dangerous idea of throwing the World Series for money.
Yeah.
And on September 18th in Boston, during a road trip, Gandil met with a known Boston bookie, Joseph Sport Sullivan, in a hotel. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Over drinks and cigars, Chick let Sullivan in on his plan. He and some of his teammates were willing to lose on purpose. He said, quote, "I think we can put it in the bag." Yeah.
Okay.
The price tag discussed was $80,000 to take the series. Gandil later upped it to an even $100,000.
Okay.
Approximately $1.8 million today.
God, that's so little.
It doesn't seem like much.
So obviously this is over 100 years ago, so money's a lot different. But even for today, you said 1.8?
Mm-hmm.
That is nothing.
Divided by 8
people?
Men.
I mean, that is nothing.
Yeah.
Especially when you know, like, people like, what's his name? The guy on the Mets. Soto, I think? No, is that right? I could be wrong. Doesn't matter. One guy on the Mets just signed for like $765 million or whatever, something insane like that. Or Shohei Ohtani on the Dodgers, he's getting like, I think his is well over 600 million or something too. I don't remember exactly what it was. Or fucking Mike Trout signed, this is a few years back, for $450 million. One fucking person. And they're supposed to split $100,000, 1.8 today. That is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is during the era even when like football players used to play football. I know we're talking about baseball, but like similar thing. They would play football in the fall and then they would go to their regular job the rest of the year kind of thing. Because they just didn't make any money doing it.
Yeah.
But now they make
that. Now they don't have to.
All sports figures, basketball, football, baseball, even hockey. I mean, they're probably more underpaid than most of the other sports from what I understand, but they probably still make pretty good fucking money.
Yeah.
So it's just wild that they wanted to do this for $10,000 each. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. So Sullivan was no stranger to fixing outcomes. He was very interested, but yet he didn't have that kind of money on hand. So he'd need backers.
Sure.
So a few days later, back in Chicago and then in New York, they're going all over the place trying to find these men.
Right.
The players held secret meetings to firm up who was in. So on September 21st in Gandil's room at a hotel in New York City, several White Sox players gathered to hear the proposal.
Okay.
Accounts varied exactly on who attended, but the key figures like Saccott, Williams, Felsch, and Reisberg were there. So was Buck Weaver, who maintains he only sat and listened, but you're still a part of it, dude.
You're still going.
Yeah. So it was at this meeting that Eddie Saccott demanded his $10,000 up front.
Right.
Okay, so that was basically $187,000 today.
Jesus Christ.
Basically a signing bonus for going crooked.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If the money wasn't going to be produced, he was going to back out. Right. So this prompted one of the group's smarter ideas, relatively speaking, getting the money in advance, then potentially double-crossing the gamblers by not following through and still winning.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
They should have done that.
Third baseman Buck Weaver supposedly suggested this double-cross plan, take the cash, and then win the series. As Gandil put it later, quote, "We agreed this was a hell of a brainy plan."
Okay. All old-timey talk. Yeah, gotta love it.
We're going to con the con man.
Con the con man. What a brainy plan.
So
boy.
At this point, the ball player scheme turned into a circus of competing gamblers because word spread.
See, don't you think that would... I mean, I know they're in like a seedy fucking environment with the gamblers and stuff, but don't you feel like, hey man, word could get out on this? Mm-hmm. So what if one of them talked? Mm-hmm. So, wow.
Yep. So Gandil had started with Sport Sullivan, but word got around.
Yeah.
And it was like sharks smelling blood in the water. Like every big time bettor wanted a piece of this action.
Right.
Soon there were multiple groups of gamblers trying to get in on the fix, sometimes unbeknownst to each other.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So one of those eager bettors was ex-pitcher Sleepy Bill Burns.
Sleepy?
Mm-hmm. And his pal Billy Maharg.
Maharg?
Apparently it's Graham spelled backwards.
Oh, that's weird.
He needed an alias, and Graham didn't sound good enough.
Maharg.
Maharg. Doesn't it sound like we're like the Seven Dwarfs up in here? We got Lefty, Happy, and we've got
Maharg.
Sleepy, and...
Yeah. Shoeless.
Mm-hmm. So hearing the rumors of the fix, Burns and Maharg approached Saccott with an offer to top Sullivan's price.
Okay.
And that's when they dangled $100,000 to throw the series.
Gotcha.
So Gandil and the players actually agreed to this richer deal at first, but Burns and Maharg didn't actually have the $100,000 either.
Of course.
They were middlemen.
Yeah.
So they decided to recruit the biggest fish in their pond, Arnold Rothstein.
Oh, good old Rothstein.
So Arnold, the big bankroll Rothstein, was a notorious New York gambling kingpin.
Yeah.
Okay. He was actually a character in The Great Gatsby.
Right.
Yeah. Rothstein was wealthy. He was smart. He was ruthlessly fond of betting.
Sure.
He said he would bet on anything he could fix.
Well, right, because he can force the outcome.
Yeah, and he could finance the $100,000 bribe.
Sure.
Yeah. But initially, Rothstein was quite skeptical. When Burns and Maharg tracked him down at a racetrack with their proposal, Rothstein basically blew them off, thinking this scheme was too risky and complicated, so many players involved, that kind of a thing. Too many chances of
it going bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to one account, Rothstein equipped a rather off-color analogy to express his doubts, saying, quote, "If 9 guys go to a bed with a girl, she'll have a tough time proving the 10th is the father."
Well said.
Yep. So, too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's funny.
Behind the scenes, though, Rothstein was maneuvering. He was gathering.
Sure.
Yeah. Some historians believe that he quietly decided to bankroll part of the operation. After all, once he could do it at arm's length, so he kind of just quietly went behind the scenes and did it.
Yeah.
So, Sport Sullivan also went to Rothstein for help, and this time Rothstein bid, which he was already in on it, but he's like, sure.
Okay.
He sent an associate, Nat Evans, to meet with the players in Chicago and assure them that the money was coming.
Right.
So Rothstein agreed to fund $40,000 up front, which was half.
Yeah.
With another $40,000 to be held until the end of the series.
Which makes sense. Because,
for sure. 50%, yeah.
Well, and like they said, they wanted to possibly double cross them and
they
take
need
the
that money up front.
And then obviously, yeah. So, no, I get that.
Sullivan, entrusted with the first $40K, promptly gambled almost all of it on the Reds to win, which is who they were playing, the World Series.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Instead of paying the players.
All right.
Sullivan figured the players would get their money after they lost, and he might as well make the betting profit in the meantime. So the double crossers were double crossing.
So much double crossing.
Does that mean we're straight and narrow now?
I don't think so.
Okay. In the end, just before Game 1 of the World Series, only $10,000 in cash actually reached the players.
Oh, wow.
Okay. On the night of September 30th, Eddie Cicotte found $10,000 under his pillow in the team hotel. Basically his upfront fee.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking tooth fairy.
That's one hell of a tooth fairy.
No kidding.
I only got like change.
Cicotte promptly sewed the money into the lining of his jacket for safekeeping.
It's fucking wild.
The rest of the team, zero. They got zero money up front.
But he was adamant that he needed his money up front. Otherwise, he's going to back out and or possibly say, hey.
Right.
So they wanted to keep him happy, I guess we'll call it.
So the fix was now in motion. They expected to get paid in installments as they intentionally lost games.
Okay.
So roughly $20,000 after each defeat in the best of 9 series.
Isn't it weird that it used to be best of 9?
Mm-hmm, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
If they lost 5 games and thereby the series, the total would add up to the agreed upon $100,000. Okay?
Yeah.
So, October 1st, 1919, Game 1 of the World Series, Chicago White Sox versus the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Whispers of the fix had started circulating among the gambler community, which everybody knew.
Yeah, that's why they went to too many fucking people.
Yeah.
And then too many people talked because shit's going to get out.
And then it caused betting odds to shift dramatically in favor of the Reds.
Right.
So a few sports writers had started hearing these rumors too.
Right.
Writer Hugh Fullerton and ex-pitcher Christine Mathewson, they agreed to keep an eye out on the field of anything fishy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Still, most of the fans were oblivious and they were there to see a good show. Good game.
That's wild, yeah.
So the game began. Eddie Cicotte's first batter faced. Reds leadoff man Maury Rath was hit by a pitch. Square in the back.
Oh.
And that was just the second pitch of the game. So one pitch and then second pitch got hit in the back.
Wow.
This was a prearranged sign to the gamblers.
That they were going to do it?
We're going to go through with it.
Gotcha.
That was the sign. I'm going to hit this batter.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's a good... Because that can obviously happen, but...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So... When this fixed signal, the game unraveled from there for the Sox.
Yeah.
Cicotte, normally a controlled pitcher, suddenly looked inexperienced. He gave up hit after hit and made uncharacteristic mistakes.
Sure.
Okay. In one instance, he bumbled a routine grounder and threw wildly to second base, flubbing a double play and drawing suspicious glances from the press box.
Oh, dear.
Of course, the Cincinnati Reds were like, this is great.
Look at us go. We're winning.
The Reds won 9-1.
Jesus.
Cicotte got knocked out by the 4th inning after giving up his barrage of hits and runs.
Sure.
Quote, he looked like hot garbage out there.
How does hot garbage look?
Probably like Cicotte.
I see what you did there.
Meanwhile, some White Sox players were too bad to ignore.
Right.
You're too obvious.
Right.
Shortstop Swede Reisberg fielded a grounder casually and made an unhurried throw to first, missing a sure double play.
Right.
Buck Weaver.
Okay.
He uncorked. I don't know why I wrote that. He had a wild throw after fielding a bunt, causing a collision that knocked the ball loose.
Okay.
So it ultimately looked like the Three Stooges out there on the field.
Like when we see the Cubs do that.
Dun, 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 dun,
Remember with them running into each other?
Oh my gosh, when there's 3 going after the same ball, I always say, run into each other, run into each other, run into each other.
And the Cubs have done that for us.
I know.
Because I hate the Cubs. They suck.
So the next game, game 2, on the mound was Claude Lefty Williams.
Okay, so that's the other one.
Yep. Claude, perhaps nervous, walked a bunch of Reds. They lost 4-2, but that's what he was supposed to do. So
don't you think they were just going to plan on losing 5 straight? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it make sense to throw a win in there?
Yes, it does.
Because that would kind of pull suspicion oh, maybe they are trying. They're just not playing well right now or something.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, especially in a 9-game series, you have to lose 5. It's a lot of games in a row to lose.
Yeah. They do win.
They do. Okay.
They do win one, at least. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, well, not as blatant of a a score as the game won. Chicago's play was still really lackluster, and after 2 games, the heavily favored White Sox were down 0-2 in the series.
Right.
So, more alarmingly for our 8 conspirators, they had not been paid as promised.
Right.
After Game 1's loss, the players expected the $20,000 payout. They got, the money's tied up in bets right now, kind of a thing. After Game 2, Gandil angrily confronted the gambling goat, the middleman, demanding $40,000 owed for the 2 losses.
Right.
And the bagmen actually scounged together about $10,000 more, bringing the measly total to $20,000.
Jesus Christ.
With the pillow cash.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing that they're like, they plan this whole thing and they're getting literally fucked. And they get even more fucked afterwards.
So that was half of what they should have had by now. The Sox players realized that they were being strung along, betrayed by the betrayers.
Yeah.
And at this point, several of them got cold feet about continuing the fix.
So they're like, maybe we should start playing good.
Yeah, they're like, to heck with throwing games if we're not getting paid.
Well, right. The whole point of doing what they're doing is to get paid. So, okay.
So the conspirators began whispering about switching back to honest baseball and trying to win the series back.
Okay.
And so in Game 3, with a rookie pitcher named Dickie Kerr, who was on the mound but not in the fix,
right.
The White Sox actually tried.
Oh.
Chicago won 3-0.
Okay.
Now the gamblers were like, oh, shit.
So did they get them their money?
Well, to keep the fix going, before Game 4, the gamblers finally coughed up another $20,000.
So this is a total of $40,000 they gave.
Yes.
Okay.
And he promised another $20K after Game 4 if the Sox lost it.
Okay.
So Gandil took the $20,000 and split it 4 ways, around $5,000 each among Riceburg, Felsch, Williams, and Jackson.
Okay.
Gandil cut out McMullen and Weaver from this split. They would actually never see a dime.
Why did he do that?
Fred McMullen wasn't originally part of the plan.
Right.
He eavesdropped on a meeting and basically said, cut me in or I'll spill the beans.
Right.
Buck Weaver attended the fixed meeting, but refused.
Said he was,
Yeah, he refused to participate and never accepted any money. So Gandil saw him as like not
part of it. Yeah. Makes sense.
So the fix resumed. Game 4. Oh, also, that wasn't part of my research before, but you're welcome. I put it in there just for you because I knew you would ask that question.
Wow.
It was part of my research. Let's keep that going.
Let's move on. Jesus.
Game 4 went to Cincinnati 2-0 with Saccott back on the mound, doing his best worst ever.
His best worst? His best worst.
Eddie pitched well for a few innings and then imploded in 1 inning.
On purpose,
He made
obviously.
2 errors in the 5th inning alone.
Okay.
A bad look for a veteran.
Right.
Game 5 the next day saw Lefty Williams lose again 5-0, barely putting up a fight. And at that point, the Reds led the series 4-1.
Yeah.
So the White Sox had effectively secured Cincinnati's championship.
Pretty much.
So the double crossing and mutual distrust hit a climax after Game 5.
Okay.
The gamblers again failed to deliver the promised additional money to the players for the latest losses.
Oh, dear.
The total paid out was still far below what was owed.
Right. Agreed upon, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the players' eyes, the deal's off. They've been lied to. They just decided to stop tanking and play to win the rest of the way.
Oh, wow.
In Game 6, the Sox came out swinging, winning 5-4 in extra innings.
Oh, wow.
They followed that in Game 7 with another legit victory, 4-1.
So right now it's 4-3 in the series. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. So the series stood Reds 4, Sox 3.
Yeah, through 7 games.
Yeah. So
okay.
like the impossible is starting to seem like it could be possible. Like
right.
these little measly Black Sox coming up here, winning the series.
White Sox?
Yes, the White Sox. They call it the Black Sox.
Weren't they used to be the Black Sox?
No, so they called it the Black Sox, one, because of their filthy ass uniforms, but also because of the gambling scandal.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the gamblers who had bet big on Cincinnati were now sweating bullets. So Arnold Rothstein was not the type to leave things to chance.
Right.
So with potentially huge winnings and his reputation at stake, he took decisive action to ensure that the Sox didn't complete their double cross.
Okay.
So prior to Game 8, a gangster associate of Rothstein paid a threatening visit to pitcher Lefty Williams. The message was really clear.
I'm sure it was.
Lose Game 8 in the first inning, or you and possibly your family will face dire consequences.
Oh, dear. But again, pay them their money then. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this is why doing shit like this isn't good.
Not a good idea.
It's not a good look on you.
October 9th, 1919, Game 8 commenced.
Yep.
Terrified Lefty Williams took the mound for Chicago and promptly did exactly what the gangsters wanted.
Sure.
He gave up 4 straight hits and 3 runs all in the very first inning.
Wow.
Yeah. This was also the time when they yanked him out. And they're like, okay, you're done after the first inning.
Yeah,
you're done.
We can't have you no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with Chicago's morale broken and pitching staff thin, the Reds went on to beat the White Sox 10-5, clinching the World Series 5-3.
Wow.
So the Reds became the champions, though their victory was completely overshadowed by whispers that it was handed to them.
Sure.
So, one little footnote, in that final Game 8, shoeless Joe Jackson hit the only home run of the entire series.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. Even in defeat, and though technically part of the fix, Joe Jackson was like, I can't not do something.
Right.
I can't help a little bit, you know?
No, for sure.
So he and Buck Weaver also ended the series as statistical stars for Chicago, leading the team in hitting and fielding perfectly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's really sad because this tainted their careers so bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, shoeless Joe Jackson was like a promising baseball player. And anyways, we'll get to that.
So these facts would later become key arguments for who believed Jackson and Weaver were too good to be guilty.
Right.
Because they did well. You
sure.
know? But in October 1919, the fix wasn't quite public yet.
Right.
All anyone knew was that the mighty White Sox had inexplicably fallen to the Reds.
Sure.
Some called it the biggest upset in baseball history. Others started calling them the Black Sox.
Interesting.
Yeah. So after the series ended, rumors of the fix in the background started kind of boiling over.
Right.
The journalist that I had mentioned before, Hugh Fullerton, wrote that they suspected the series had been played for gamblers rather than for glory. Fullerton even published an article in December 1919 openly asking if baseball was crooked.
Oh, geez.
Not just the team.
So he thought everyone kind of was in on it kind of scenario? Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So the very idea that beloved baseball heroes would deliberately betray the game was really hard for people to swallow.
Sure. I mean, it's America's pastime.
Yeah, and the baseball establishment certainly didn't want to believe it either.
No, of course not.
So White Sox owner Charles Comiskey, despite privately having suspicions, publicly denied any wrongdoing and even offered a reward for potential information.
Sure.
Comiskey announced a $10,000 reward for anyone who could provide proof of a fix.
Well, we know he had it because he didn't give it to that one guy for 30 games.
So it was likely meant to reassure fans that he did want the truth. No one took him up on that reward.
Right.
Because the gamblers were the ones with the proof.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So behind the scenes, Comiskey took more covert action.
Okay.
He hired private detectives to snoop on his own players during the winter and the 1920 season.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So these detectives did not find definitive evidence. The fix had been pretty poorly kept as a secret, but actual proof was minimal.
Sure.
So with nothing concrete, Comiskey chose to keep his team intact in 1920.
Okay.
Surprisingly, he renewed the contracts of all the suspected players and even gave most of them raises.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Didn't say much about that.
He hoped to quietly move on, I think.
Oh, just kind of let's forget about that and move along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow, you didn't even ask how much the raises were, and I had that information too. Don't ask.
How much were the raises?
Don't ask.
How much are the raises?
Let me go look.
You didn't have it.
I did have it. It's just not in my document because it wasn't that important.
Now it's the most important part of this episode.
Some of them got like...
What was their overall salary anyways? Did you come across that?
So let's see here. Like Eddie Saccott in 1919, his salary was $5,000.
Jesus Christ.
In 1920, he got a $10,000 raise.
Okay.
And then Happy Flesher, his starting salary was $3,750. His 1920 salary was $7,000.
Oh wow.
Gandil started at $3,500. He actually ended not signing an additional contract.
Oh, how come?
I might have it written later. I don't remember.
Okay, no worries.
Shoeless Joe Jackson, his salary was $6,000, and then 1920 it was $8,000. Fred McMullen, his starting salary was $26,000, and his 1920 salary was $36,000.
Wow, that's really high.
$3,600.
Okay.
Swede Reisberg started with $3,200, and his 1920 salary was $3,200. He actually did not get an additional raise.
Gotcha.
Buck Weaver started at $7,200, and his 1920 salary was also $7,200. Did not get a raise.
Okay.
Both of those were multi-year contracts.
Oh, sure. Right.
So, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Lefty Williams, his starting pay was $2,600, and 1920 it was $6,000.
Okay. Isn't that crazy that a baseball player in 1920 got paid $6,000?
I know.
There's players now that they get paid like $6,000 for like every second they're up on the field or during a game or whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
So it appears that Comiskey wanted to move on, better have potentially corrupt stars playing than to ignite a scandal that could tank the franchise as a whole.
Sure.
One exception, though.
Oh.
Chick Gandil.
Yeah.
Gandil was offered the same salary as before, no raise, which was kind of a Comiskey's way of saying, I don't trust you.
Right.
I think you were the one who was starting all of this, so I don't trust you.
And that's he was the one that started it, correct?
He was.
Yeah, he was the mastermind behind it, starting it.
So Gandil refused to sign and instead opted to sit out the 1920 season.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So this left 7 of the White Sox still on the club in 1920, playing as if nothing happened.
Okay.
And while it looked like it was being swept under the rug, and the 1920 season was they were playing very well. Okay. Fans mostly forgot about what was going on, and baseball continued. But there were still whispers in the background.
Of course.
Throughout 1920s, rumors dogged the White House whenever something strange happened in a game.
Can you re-say that all?
Throughout the 1920s, rumors followed the White Sox.
Right.
Whenever something strange happened in a game.
Okay.
So other teams started facing gambling rumors as well.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, if a team was playing badly for some reason, they're like, something's happening.
They're throwing the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
When it could have just been a bad day.
Yeah, right, of course. I mean, every team has them. Look at our series against the Dodgers. We had a fucking terrible week.
Yeah, we did.
Let alone a day. Yeah. So it's not like the Brewers threw it so the Dodgers could get in there.
Right.
Fuck the Dodgers.
So the breaking point came in September 1920, nearly a year after the series.
Yep.
Initially, the catalyst was another suspected fix involving different teams. The Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies were rumored to have thrown a regular season game that year. That has never been proven. Okay.
I could see the Cubs doing that.
But this prompted authorities in Cook County, Illinois, which is where Chicago is, to convene a grand jury to investigate baseball gambling in general.
Oh, wow.
Once they started digging, the grand jury's attention quickly shifted to the bigger fish, the 1919 World Series.
Oh, boy.
At the same time, the White Sox were locked in a tight pennant race in late September 1920.
Right.
So Charles Comiskey, seeing that things were starting to happen, finally did something decisive. And on September 28th, 1920, as the team fought for first place, Comiskey suspended the 7 active players who were under suspicion.
Oh, shit.
It was a huge deal. He effectively sacrificed the team's slots at the pennant.
Yeah.
And Comiskey later had said he had no choice.
Sure.
By then, the scandal was about to explode publicly, and keeping the players in the lineup was unjustified.
Okay.
So, sure enough, some of the players started to crack under pressure.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean...
I'm going to take another delicious sip.
I mean, it's starting, because obviously it's getting back to what they did. It's getting out there. They're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We were supposed to just get some extra money.
Yeah.
I mean... Stupid. Just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
So, pitcher Eddie Saccott was the first to come clean. He shocked the grand jury by confessing in detail on September 28th, 1920.
Oh, wow.
The very next day, Shoeless Joe Jackson also testified, admitting to taking money.
Yep.
And according to press reports, that's when a young newsboy or a fan supposedly confronted Jackson outside the courthouse, leading to the plea, quote, "Say it ain't so, Joe."
Oh, that's
have you heard that?
I have, yeah.
It's not super clear if that's actually what happened.
Right, but it's very probable or potentially
yeah.
Could have happened, yeah.
So in any case, by October 1920, the grand jury had heard enough.
Oh, sure.
It indicted 8 White Sox players, as well as several gamblers on charges of conspiracy to defraud the public and throwing baseball games.
That's crazy.
Notably, Arnold Rothstein was not indicted.
Weird.
He managed to dist himself, which he originally had planned.
Yeah, he was not a stupid man.
Nope.
So.
There wasn't enough solid evidence to nail him. He even testified.
Oh, did he really?
To the grand jury, denying involvement, and they somehow believed him or were intimidated by him or whatever.
Well, we don't know. He was a gangster.
Yeah. So the case headed to trial in Chicago in the summer of 1921.
Okay.
The proceedings began in June and immediately had hiccups as 2 indicted gamblers didn't show up on time, claiming they had illness.
Oh, Jesus.
So the trial finally got underway in July.
Okay.
And it was a madhouse.
I'm sure it was.
The courthouse was packed daily with reporters, onlookers, fans. The New York Times described how scores of young boys squeezed to watch, reacting in awe when prosecutors detailed the sellout of the national game.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Inside the courtroom, the defendants, the ball players were strangely happy.
Why?
They were quite jovial.
Look at those whippersnappers. They're all happy and having a good old time.
They exchanged friendly banter with members of the current White Sox team who came to watch. Current Sox even walked over and tickled Buck Weaver in his seat. Apparently, Buck Weaver was known to be very, very ticklish. Okay. And they would randomly just go up and tickle him.
That seems...
causing fits of giggles.
Fits of giggles.
You can't make this shit up.
I mean, you can, but it's not.
Crucially, some evidence had mysteriously vanished before the trial.
Weird how that happens sometimes.
They were the confessions of Saccott and Jackson gave to the grand jury. They disappeared from the court files.
Okay.
Rumor had it that someone in the know removed them to weaken the case.
Sure.
Years later, lo and behold...
they were found?
The missing confessions turned up in the files of Comiskey's own lawyer.
Oh. So he was trying to do some shady shit. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How did his lawyer get in there and get those?
I mean, he had access to the files.
I guess.
Yeah.
Seems weird, though.
Yeah.
I'm not a court person, so I don't know how that all works, especially not in 1921.
But regardless of how it happened, what happened, the loss of those signed confessions left the prosecution in kind of a ditch.
Yeah.
As the trial progressed, one of the gambler defendants, Sleepy Bill Burns, turned state's evidence, flipping to testify for the prosecution.
Oh, there you go.
Burns spilled the beans on the whole plot, implicating the players and detailing meetings with gamblers.
Sure.
He even tied in Rothstein's name during the testimony.
Okay.
And one anecdote from the trial, Burns claimed that before one game, Eddie Cicotte was so determined to lose that he threatened, quote, to throw the ball clear out of the park if necessary. Despite Burns' testimony and other evidence, the defense attorneys for the players worked hard to cast doubt.
Sure.
They painted the accusers as unreliable crooks and leaned on the lack of physical evidence, thanks to those missing confessions.
Sure.
After weeks of testimony, the case went to the jury. And on August 2nd, 1921, the verdict came in.
Okay.
All 8 players and the gamblers on trial with them were acquitted.
Really?
Acquitted of criminal charges. Not guilty across the board.
I never knew that about this. I mean, because it's such a dark spot in baseball history. You just assume, I always assumed that they were found guilty. Really?
Yep. Of course, the courtroom erupted in celebration. People were throwing parties with the jurors.
But the problem is, how could you let them play baseball again?
Oh, just wait.
I know.
One jury supposedly told a player, happy to have you back next season.
Oh, Jesus.
It was as if the Black Sox had won a second pennant, basically a vindication, if you will.
Right.
Chicago's newspapers even read headlines essentially cheering the outcome, saying, our boys are innocent.
But they're not.
Of course, many thought that this is bullshit.
Well, because it was bullshit.
Yeah.
The fact that they even got off is just amazing.
Yeah.
It just tells you what you could get through the court systems and shit.
Yeah.
With a little bit of doubt or whatever. It's like, clearly they fucking did it. You even had a guy tell the whole fucking story.
Yeah.
But okay.
So it's widely suspected that the fixers got off due to a mix of missing evidence, a sympathetic or even a bribed jury. We don't know.
I mean, at this point.
And then the difficulty of proving the conspiracy beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
So legally, they were off the hook.
Sure.
So even before the trial concluded, the powers that be in baseball knew dramatic action. Drastic action.
There it is. I like dramatic action.
Was needed to salvage the sport's reputation.
Right.
So the scandal had dominated headlines for months, exposing how deep gambling clauses were in the game. Attendance of fans had slumped.
Really?
The fans were wondering if the whole game was rigged.
It was like basically wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So sensing the gravity of the situation, the team owners had already made a big move in late 1920.
Okay.
They did away with the old 3-man National Commission that nominally governed the game and installed a single all-powerful commissioner of baseball.
That's when it started. Really? I did not know that.
So the 3-man National Commission was from 1903 to 1920.
Okay.
It was baseball's first attempt at centralized leadership.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
It was created in 1903 to oversee disputes between the American and the National Leagues.
Right.
It was made up of American League President Ban Johnson, National League President John Hadler, and potentially others.
Sure.
And a third neutral member, usually the Cincinnati Reds owner, Gary Herman.
I feel like he might be a little biased.
Yeah. So it flopped because it was a little bit too political. Ban Johnson and Herman, the Cincinnati Reds owner, were really close.
See, yeah, that's unbiased my ass.
Yeah, so it was often skewed to pro-American League.
Sure.
It had weak enforcement. It had no strong authority over gambling or player conduct. And the 1919 Black Sox scandal exposed its failure.
Right.
So, for this role, they tapped a fiery federal judge known for his no-nonsense rulings and flair for the dramatic.
Nice. Gotta have that.
Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis.
Mountain?
Yeah, Kennesaw Mountain Landis.
That's a weird name.
Apparently, he was named after a Civil War battle.
Really? That's funny. So it's wild to me. I did not realize they didn't have an actual just commissioner of baseball until then.
1920.
Yeah. So wow, it's only been around 100 years. Because our old owner Bud Selig was the commissioner. And then he brought the Brewers he bought the Seattle Pilots and brought them to Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were only around for a year, and then they became the Brewers.
So Landis was given unprecedented power, essentially absolute control over the league to do with whatever's necessary to restore the public's trust in the sport.
Yeah.
So baseball's owners begged him to be the crusader to save baseball.
Sure.
So the day after the acquittal, even as the cleared players were literally popping champagne, Commissioner Landis said, quote, regardless of the verdict of juries, no player who throws a ball game, no player who undertakes or promises to throw a ball game, no player who sits in conference with a bunch of crooked players and gamblers where the ways and means of throwing a game are discussed and does not promptly tell his club about it will ever play professional baseball again. Mic drop.
Mic drop. Those are heavy mics back then. Well, I mean, good for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, this shit can just keep happening.
Mm-hmm. August 3rd, 1921, Landis permanently banned all 8 accused White Sox players from organized baseball.
That's too... Just look at the talent that just got fucked. Because of themselves. It's their own fault.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But damn.
So it didn't matter if the court had found them not guilty. In Landis's view, their involvement, even when Buck Weaver just attended the meetings but didn't take any money, it was enough to blacklist them.
Yeah, he was in on it without being in on it.
Yeah.
So
he was essentially saying baseball would rather lose a few stars than ever risk this kind of scandal again.
For sure. And I mean, look at what we have today because of that. It could have collapsed because of this.
Yeah.
But wow.
So the reaction to Landis's justice was largely positive among the press and fans.
Okay.
At last, someone was taking a firm stand to clean up the sport.
Right.
The 8 men became baseball's ultimate cautionary examples of being banned for life.
Yep.
None of them ever played in the majors. They never played in the minors. They never managed.
Baseball. Yeah. Wow.
The other owners and baseball executives backed him fully.
Sure. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. The public was sad to see some of these great players go, but largely understood it was a necessary sacrifice.
Of course, yes.
Landis would reign as commissioner for 24 years.
Oh, wow.
His first act was the Black Sox ban.
Okay.
And it set the tone for the integrity of the game from there on.
Sure.
The White Sox team was now decimated.
Well, yeah. Look at all the people they just lost.
They fell from pennant contenders.
Sure.
Chicago fans were heartbroken and angry. Some directed fury at the players, others at Comiskey for letting it happen.
Right.
The franchise wouldn't win another American League championship until 1959 and not another World Series until 2005.
I knew that.
Yes. Baseball as a whole moved on relatively quickly.
Sure.
1921, 1922, fans started coming back. There were new heroes, Babe Ruth.
Yep.
By mid-decade of the 1920s, there was like this golden age of baseball.
Yep.
Owners were relieved that Landis's decisive action restored the public faith, essentially.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Got the fans back in the seats.
Yeah.
Yep.
One paper wrote after the scandal broke that the 1919 fix was the most brazen conspiracy in the annals of sports, comparing the players to traitorous soldiers who sell out their country.
I mean, maybe a little bit different, but along those lines within that sport, I get that.
So with Landis at the helm, they vowed such betrayal would never happen again. And in fact, no World Series has been accused of being fixed since.
Good.
There were other scandals for sure.
Like Pete Rose?
He betted on games. There were steroid situations.
Yep.
But throwing a championship hasn't been on the menu.
Good.
Shoeless Joe Jackson became the central figure in how the public remembered the Black Sox.
That's the one I always do. I didn't know any of these other guys' name, to be honest.
Yeah. So when the scandal first went public, the fans were crushed. No player was more beloved than he was at the time.
Right.
And the idea that Joe, this simple country boy, illiterate country boy with this amazing batting talent, had taken dirty money kind of shook people.
Yep.
Shoeless Joe's role in the scandal had always kind of been the gray area. He did take $5,000 of the gambler's money. On the other hand, in the actual games, he did play phenomenally.
Right.
He never made an error. He had the highest hits, or the highest statistics, I guess, so to speak.
Right.
And he maintained that he never wanted to go along with the fix. He even claimed that he tried to alert Comiskey before the scandal broke.
Oh, really? After
the series, Jackson says he went to Comiskey asking what to do with the $5,000 and to talk about a possible fix.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me. And Comiskey refused to meet with him.
Oh.
Joe then wrote Comiskey a letter confessing his suspicions and offering to return the money and got no reply.
Okay.
So whether Comiskey ignored it deliberately or it got lost, we don't know, but Comiskey certainly didn't act on Jackson's attempt to come clean.
That's weird.
Years later, Hall of Famer Ted Williams rallied against the injustice, saying Comiskey, quote, covered it up as much as Jackson did, maybe more.
Right.
And there's Charles Comiskey in the Hall of Fame, and Shoeless Joe still waits outside, end quote.
Yeah, that's sad.
So after being banned, Jackson went back to rural Georgia, lived out his days quietly, playing semi-pro ball under aliases, and he ended up running a liquor store.
Okay.
Over the decades, Shoeless Joe turned into a folk hero, immortalized in The Field of Dreams, and a novel called Shoeless Joe.
Right.
To this day, Jackson's name is barred from the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So is like Pete Rose. Pete Rose just died. So now there's actually talk about maybe letting him in because he's dead. But like he had like a lifetime ban.
Yeah.
Because of what he did. And
so don't put him in Hall of Fame.
I mean, but the problem.
You're just glorifying it then.
But you're not, in my opinion. The reason why I say that is because he was one of the best hitters ever in baseball. It's called the Hall of Fame. It's all about the stats, what he did with the game. That part sucks, don't get me wrong. It wasn't right. But I feel like he was such a good baseball player. I'm on the side of, well, I could see him being let in there.
I'm going to disagree.
That's fine. Because we all know you're wrong.
Hey! Be nice.
I wasn't being mean.
Most of the other band men faded into obscurity.
Sure.
Buck Weaver continually protested his innocence, saying that he never took any money.
So what, dude?
He wrote letters every year to Landis and later commissioners begging for reinstatement to no avail.
Right.
Gandil, Reisberg, Felsch bounced around or dropped out of the spotlight. Some gave bitter interviews blaming Comiskey or the gamblers, never themselves.
Sure.
Gandil in 1956 published a tell-all article giving his version of events.
Like, I started it. I did this. Fuck off. Wow.
Yes. So, baseball, it has been said that baseball was kind of reborn in the 1920s after the scandal. It did leave a pretty bad mark on American sports, and it's the reason why every ballpark now has a prominent sign warning that any player, umpire, or employee caught gambling on games will be banned for life.
That's awesome. Good.
Yes.
Because fuck that.
Kennesaw Mountain Landis precedent stands, and even if you're acquitted in court or even if your on-field performance was still good, any involvement in throwing a game means you're out.
Yeah.
This policy has been enforced again with Pete Rose in the 1980s.
Yep.
And the scandal also led to improvements in how baseball was governed.
Okay.
So the commissioner's office, born from this chaos, proved effective at centralizing authority.
Yeah.
The owners realized that the perception of honesty was just as important as honesty itself, and they needed the fans to believe in the game again.
Right.
So they empowered Landis to make examples of the Black Sox and anyone else who stepped out of line.
Yep.
The phrase "throwing a game" entered the lexicon because of the Black Sox.
Okay.
And sport leagues across America instituted their own anti-gambling rules.
Sure.
It took nearly 100 years for the White Sox franchise to shake off that record. And even when the White Sox finally won the World Series again in 2005, articles recalled the ghost of 1919 and the so-called curse that came from it.
Oh, I think the curse is back in effect because they suck.
None of the banned players ever got reinstated in their lifetimes.
Right.
Generations passed, and the Hall of Fame explicitly banned consideration of the players on the ineligible list.
Okay.
That policy remains, although, interestingly, all players are long deceased, and there has been occasional discussions about whether to posthumously pardon any of them.
Gotcha.
So far, no commissioner has ever budged.
Why would you at this point? Because that was a shitty thing they did. I mean, it's supposed to be a sport, it's supposed to be fair, and then you're fucking that up.
So.
Wow.
That was the Black Sox scandal.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, obviously, I know about it because of being a baseball fan. I didn't know a lot of that, though.
Yeah.
Which is great. So that was kind of fun to learn because, of course, I knew Shoeless Joe Jackson. I didn't know Happy Felsch or, Chick Gandil, Buck Weaver, all those guys. I didn't know any of them. I just knew about Joe Jackson, but yeah, that's wild. What a fucked up thing to do.
On to Mad Libs.
Here we go.
It's a summary, basically. In the year 1919, the funny Chicago White Sox, led by star slugger Herschel Walker, shat their way into the World Series.
What the fuck?
Behind the scenes, a cabal of lemons, led by a guy known as Squiggly Face, were secretly bending with gamblers. The players were tired of their courageous paychecks and decided to throw the series for a mere $362.72. In exchange, they promised to commit drug dealing on the field.
There you go.
When fans found out, they cried, "Wow!" and spilled their Mackenzie's Black Cherry Hard Cider in disbelief.
Sad.
Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis brought the hammer down harder than a battle axe, declaring anyone batting worse than 12 pounds per inch is out for life.
12 pounds per inch.
The players, now known as the Slob Face, were banned forever. Landis's final words: "You should stop doing that. People would like you better."
That fits so perfectly. And the nickname I gave you was my old nickname from my dad.
Slob Face. Yeah.
So
that was great. For a mere $362.72.
I just like you should stop doing that. People like you better. My cheeks hurt. Welp.
I suppose.
All right, buffoons. That's it for today's episode.
Buckle up because we've got another historical adventure waiting for you next time. Feeling hungry for more buffoonery? Or maybe you have a burning question or a wild historical theory for us to explore?
Hit us up on social media. We're History Buffoons Podcast on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also email us at historybuffoonspodcast@gmail.com. We are Bradley and Kate. Music by Corey Akers.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and turn those notifications on to stay in the loop.
Until next time, stay curious and don't forget to rate and review us.
Remember, the buffoonery never stops.